So look, we got some guests coming through tonight. It's Super Bowl week. We gotta get their Super Bowl picks and stuff like that. And we're gonna just rap. All right. So the first person I'm gonna bring up, all right, this guy, we actually went to church together, all right, and then became good friends, and he's a huge football fan. All right, we got my man Mike. Mike with us. How you doing, Mike?
Doing good, Joe, man. How you been? How y'all been?
All right, good,
We
good.
good. We good, man. We good. We are great. Thank you for being on here, man. We really appreciate that. So look, Mike. So, hey, by the way, Mike is a Washington Commanders, Washington Commanders fan. All right. I appreciate that. So look, speaking of the Commanders, well, we're gonna get that next. First off, like I said, the Super Bowl week. I want to
hmm
know who you got this weekend. We got two different teams, y'all. We got one team who actually built it through the drive. They built it through the drive. They did it the quote
Definitely.
unquote right way. They got the young quarterback and everything. And then you got the other team who did it through free agency and got the veteran quarterback. All right. So who you got, Mike? The Bengals or the Rams?
Well, first off, shout out to the Bengals organization for even making it this far. I don't think really nobody had them even going to the Super Bowl or making it that far. I mean, me personally, I had them bounced by the Tennessee Titans, but you see how that went down. But I mean, a tremendous story, but I feel like this Cinderella story got to come to an end. I'm going with the Los Angeles Rams. Reason being, I don't see that offensive line holding up that Rams defense. I mean, they're going to come in there full force and they're going to be smacking Joe Burrow's head all around. I mean, it's going to look like Super Bowl 50 with Cam Newton against the Broncos. That's how I'm thinking it's going to look like. That defense is just tremendous. My final prediction on that score, I'm thinking Rams 34, Bengals 20. I mean, I feel like they're gonna figure it out, but I don't think they're gonna pull it off. So yeah, Rams 34, Bengals 20.
Okay, so you got it being like a separate, like not a close game for real.
No, not at all, not at all. And
Oh,
and I and Matthew Stafford's due for a ring. I mean, he's getting up there in age. It's time. I think this is his time.
okay. Yeah, everybody, with the Detroit Lions situation and
But
everything in that first year with the Rams, going to the Super Bowl, that's a huge deal for him.
definitely.
Do you think so are you blaming Detroit for all those years or what?
It's I don't know, man, because like they had the squad. It's just that's a tough one. I don't know. That's a question mark for me because when they even had Megatron in them back then, even still they couldn't get any dubs and they couldn't even make it to the playoffs. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just the new atmosphere, the people you got around them, the defense that they have. I mean, it put them in a better position. Um, so yeah.
Hmm. All right, cool, awesome. All right then, so we can move on. We're gonna move on to the next question. All
Mhm.
right, and the new name.
Oh gosh.
The new name. So the Commanders, they had other stuff available like the Red Wolves. They had a lot of stuff. But
Providence.
yeah, I'm glad I didn't pick that. I'm glad I didn't pick that. Right. So,
Right.
so tell me, like, what was your reaction when you heard that they came out with the Commanders? They actually leaked it the day before. I think one of the newscasts had a helicopter camera and they snuck in the building and found the team name all over the building. All right, so
Right.
they
Right.
actually, yeah. So go ahead. What was your reaction?
So all right. So first off, shocked me that that name was going to happen or it was going to that was what Washington was going to be. I mean, me personally, I picked Red Wolves. I mean, I felt like
Same
that was
here.
more fierce. I mean, they keep that R logo symbol going. I had a whole thing where we had like this little wolf pack. We howling and all like I had all this like planned out. How this was going to go, but it didn't really surprise me on what them choosing that name. And I think in one of your last podcasts, you mentioned like this is something that you like to just get used to over
Hmm.
time. It's just going to have to grow on us, kind of like with the Washington football team. We had to like
Facts.
really adapt to that. So, I mean, this name ain't going to really change anything outside of what Washington really is. I need to see what they're going to do on the field to one get into the playoffs again and to make a run in the playoffs. So, I mean, it sucks. I mean, I don't like Commanders, but I mean, I'm gonna just rock with it. I mean, I like the jerseys. That's a plus. So,
Yeah,
Yeah, the Grudge is good.
yeah. The black ones look sweet, bro. The black ones look
definitely,
sweet.
that's the only one I'm actually going to try to hop on and get ASAP. So yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like I said, the Commanders is. Oh, I hate even saying it because we don't even have a nickname for it. I don't even want to be called the commies. I don't know what that is. I hate to say it, that sounds like a X-rated kind of name. Like, that don't even make sense. I don't even know what to call us. So it's just something that gotta get used to.
I feel that, man. Like, I was talking to somebody. I was like, you got the Nationals, the Nats. You got the
Right.
Capitals, the Caps. The Wizards, like they call it. Are they don't say Wiz,
We
right?
got
The
like
Wiz.
or Team Wiz, Wiz Kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes
So we're gonna be us. You know what I mean? Like I don't even want to say it. It don't even sound right.
Right.
You know,
Right.
the
No, most
Manders.
definitely.
The
the
Manders.
Manders. Okay, the Manders. All right.
The Manders.
So,
I just
but
need to
like you
know
said,
like
man.
what we're going to command. Like it's just. I understand. The name ain't the representation of the team, but when
No,
you got teams looking outside of us, like, okay, what are we commanding? Like, what are we going to do this season that's going to shock
exactly.
people to say why are we called the Commanders? You know what I mean? I mean, we're third place in the NFC East last season. I mean, we had high expectations going into last season based off of the
What?
previous season. I just don't know what transpired. I mean, that defense supposed to be in top 10, and it looked down there like 20 to rank 20, 25 in the league. So it's like, bro, what?
And then
Yeah,
like
man.
the thing about the name is a good name if your team is good.
Right.
But if your team is bad, it's a terrible name. You know
That's
what I
true.
mean? And then it's like when they changed the name, I was like, man, they don't even have command of their own name. Like how they
Now, one thing I did want to mention though, it just shows like how much of an input the fan base actually has. Because if we really think about it,
That's
the
true.
Red Wolves was actually the front runner to that a lot of the fans voted for. So
Mm-hmm.
for you to sit there and say, "Oh, nah, we're not going to go that route," because of the cultural, differences behind it, copyright, the whole 9 yards. It's like, so you really already had in mind what you wanted, but you really didn't go off of what the fans wanted. So,
Exactly.
like, how can we trust you as an organization, as a fan, to be able to make any decisions if you already had that in place? If that was the case, you could have did this literally after y'all gave up the Redskins, if y'all was going to put it in that perspective. So,
Mm-hmm. That's true, man. That's a good point. And like you said though, the name doesn't make the team. The team makes the name. I mean, like the Packers. Like, what the heck is that? What is the
and they the
Packers?
cheeseheads, and they the cheeseheads.
It's
Cheesehead.
cheesehead, bro. They walking around saying cheesehead. That's how stupid that sounds. Like, but they're good,
Like I
Right.
But
said, because they good.
exactly
Now
the
the
Cleveland
Jacksonville
Browns.
Jaguars run around saying cheesehead, people gonna make fun of them because it's the Jaguars.
Right.
But the Packers got a rich history, so they can do that.
Facts.
But like you said though, like you said, J-Mo, if you're good, the name's gonna look good. All right.
Right.
So speaking of you wondering what they're gonna do on the field, let's talk about
Hmm.
this quarterback situation, man.
Okay.
Now look, Taylor Heineke, I like him because he play hard, but he's not our future. He's our bridge. All right. So what do you think they should do this upcoming year with the quarterback situation? Like, what's in your mind right now about that?
Okay,
Uh-oh.
I'm good.
You
There
lost.
we go. There you go.
There you
Okay,
go.
we good. We
All
good.
right.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So the quarterback situation. So
Yeah.
what's your feedback on that?
Okay, so we definitely need. I feel like drafting a quarterback this upcoming season is. I don't think that's a good route. I mean, it would be going back to square one. I mean, we've been down this road before with RG3, Dwayne Haskins, and you seen what happened. So it's like we need to get a veteran quarterback in this building now. My top three that I felt like we need to go after is either Rodgers, Wilson, or Watson. Of course, Rodgers, I feel like he's not going to come here. His mindset is, I'm not trying to go to a team that's in rebuilding mode. I want to be in a position where we're set and we're ready to rock and roll. So my theory with him, he's going to Tennessee.
Yeah,
So
me
I feel like
too.
that's his best option there. Wilson and Watson, I mean, Wilson would be the best candidate to come to Washington. But I just can't see Taylor Heineke leading us the way for another season. We definitely need a stud quarterback back there to get us, moving in the right direction. What else? Samuel, the receiving core. I think we need a stud receiver as well. I mean, I know we were talking about the quarterbacks, but it's a lot of pieces that need to be done to this team. Like I said, receiver, they need another big star receiver. Defensively, they just need to get that personnel together. I don't think nothing needs to be changed in that defense. They just need to move some people around. They should be able to it's no way that y'all go in supposed to be top 10 and y'all play the way y'all did last season. I mean, granted, we had injuries, COVID happened, we can't control that, but still, I mean, we paid a lot of money for getting Chase Young, Montez Sweat. They should be eating it up out there. I don't know what to say.
You're right, man.
But yeah, definitely, we definitely need a veteran quarterback back there. I don't think Heineke can do it again for next season. I mean, he might be good as a backup, to come in and maybe win us a couple games, but nah, we definitely need a quarterback to come back there.
Yeah,
Jimmy G.
Hey, look. One thing about Jimmy G, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I don't know what people see in that guy. I do not think he's an elite quarterback. He is not that dude. Like, I don't know why people think Jimmy G is that guy, bro. Like, I would not have him come to Washington. If he comes to Washington, we need to sign Ryan Fitzpatrick to another contract. Like, that's what needs to happen. Like, I just not sold on Jimmy G. I mean, you sat behind Brady all those years and you think he's not that dude. I'm sorry. I can't.
Yeah,
I forgot we have Fitzpatrick. Take this too.
Get injured.
Out of sight, out of mind. But yeah, man. Hey, it is. We will see what happens. We'll see what happens. But yeah, man. Definitely appreciate you for coming on. Definitely, you got to come back on, man. Get you back on.
Thank y'all for having me on here.
Yes, sir.
You're a blessing, man. Y'all be
good
easy.
stuff, bro. Good stuff.
Of course. Thank you for staying to the end. We really appreciate that. If you are listening to this or watching this on YouTube, we would like for you to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and hit the notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening to this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, etc., we would like for you to follow us on those platforms. Also hit the notification button so you can be notified when we're out. And last but not least, no matter what platform you're listening to or you're watching it on, share it with someone you know, and they could be part of the movement also. So thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you guys next time.